Here in the kitchen now with Nate from Clean Water Works, and we're talking about your drinking water and the water that you use in the house. Are you happy with it? Would you maybe like to change it up and make it better? Well, this is what this guy is all about. Great to see you, Nate.
It's good to see you too, Amy.
We actually use the water. We have the system here in our kitchen, and wow, what a difference it makes. The ice cubes are clear, and the ice doesn't taste like everything else in the freezer. That's probably one of the first things that we noticed right away. Do you hear that a lot from people?
We do. That's a big difference for people. People really want that great tasting drinking water, and they want that nice crystal clean ice, nothing in it, just a great pure taste to it.
And besides that, you know, you can actually, you spend a little money on the system, but you actually notice people saving money when it comes to doing laundry and other things?
Absolutely. Once you have the water treated and you get all the different impurities out of it, it becomes a lot more effective at your cleaning. You can use a lot less soaps. You can use lower temperatures and get better results than before. It also saves on your electricity bill with your water heater and other water using appliances that are heating the water. It can heat it more efficiently and save you on money that way as well.
Now, of course, you installed the system for people who live out in the country, but what about for city folks? And you brought along a couple of things.
Absolutely. You know, one of the biggest things we hear from people in the city is, the city treats my water, I don't need to worry about it. And people are correct that the city does treat the water, but it wouldn't be really economically feasible for them to treat it all the way down to the level of consumption grade water or a really, really great working grade water. And we got to keep in mind that the vast majority of the water that the city treats is used in things like parks and firefighting, industrial usage. Only a small fraction is used in the home, and only a smaller fraction is used for consumption purposes. It would make your water bill ridiculously expensive. Not to mention, the city puts in things like chlorine and chemicals because they have to disinfect the water, make sure that it's getting to you bacteria-free and safe. So what I brought along with me is actually a cutout of one of our most popular city water units. A lot of people, we do the softening of the water, but then they also want the chemicals like chlorine and things like that removed from the water for taste and odor and those things. So what we do is in the bottom half of the tank, we put resin, which is going to soften the water and give you that great cleaning ability that we were talking about, the savings on the electricity. And then we separate it out and we put carbon on the top. And that carbon will remove the chlorine and chemicals that the city puts in, so you get odor-free, and it doesn't feel like you're bathing in a swimming pool all the time.
Now, you've got two different tanks. Are those different at all?
They're the same tank, just one shows the inside of what it would look like, and then the other one shows it with the media in it. So you can actually see what the media looks like.
Wow, affordable? I mean, is this something that anybody can afford? And what about, you know, installing the system? Is it a long process, or are you guys pretty quick? We're
pretty quick. Usually we're talking 2 to 3 hours. Everything is installed, ready to go. It's very affordable as well. Not only is it affordable as far as the upfront cost, but it also pays for itself down the road with those cost savings that we were talking about.
What do you hear from people right away, like within the first week or two after it's installed?
The biggest things we hear is, thank you, this is amazing. I don't have the spotting on my dishes, I don't have the crusting on my faucet heads, and I don't feel like I'm in a swimming pool every time I take a shower.
Very good point, and it tastes good too. It really does.
Absolutely.
We can attest to that. The ice is just, it's just like you went and got fresh ice, you know, from an ice maker. It's absolutely fantastic. Or picked up a bag of ice from the store, and it's right there, convenient in our freezer. So always good to see you. For people who want to get in touch with you and find out more, just learn a little bit more. No pressure. Clean Water Center. How do people find you?
There's a couple of ways. You can either go on our website, www.cleanwatercenter.com, or you can always give us a call as well. That number is 1-800-801-7590. And we do offer complimentary water testing. If you just want to find out what's in your water, we'll come out, take a look, and show you how we might make it better.
Great. Thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Amy.